Hey, what is up everyone? It's Moolah Please, today with my video on the Pleasant Park, so let's get started. To begin with, for drops for solos, I definitely recommend pretty much always landing at this house in particular. This house I believe is especially good because there's 4 chests in it, as well as easy mats in the form of these money bags, and however many mats you want to farm, you'll pretty much do it safely because you're underground. And then once you're done with that, you can pretty much come out through the top. So I'd recommend initially going down through the basement and then coming out the top over here and then pretty much just sitting on this roof. Then you can pretty much survey the area, like look if anyone looted doghouse or if there's people fighting over here, and your move after that should just be reactive to what you see. So in this VOD I just want to highlight how Benjyfishy just gets as much loot as possible for himself and how that looks at the end after all the looting's done. So he recognized that a lot of players are going to this side, so he opts to land at this doghouse to start with. This is the only game that he didn't initially land at the White House between, so you have to believe that there's a reason for that, especially because his drop was allowing it anyway. He frequently takes snipers, or at least holds them and tries to get shots through windows, I've noticed. And then he switches out the sniper. He realizes that a person has gone over to the modern house, so he's just going to backtrack this way. He's already gotten the loot at gas station, so if he kept pushing, it's not really favorable for him, nor does he have a good loadout for fighting to begin with. And so he's looted 3 locations essentially, and now he's looting his 4th. Conversely, once these players are fighting, like, they don't have nearly as much stuff to work with, like look at what they're using essentially, you know? And then both are pretty much in shambles. This person was also landed at Pleasant but also dipped, so compared it to Benjyfishy, like, once he does engage, it's very clear how much of a advantage that he should have over whoever he does decide to fight. Even if like that single house had like pretty decent loot, like Benjyfishy definitely made the right plays, since like he's so stacked now. It's insane. If you're playing as a duo, then you can have the second member land over here. This house also has a basement, which has similar concepts. However, if you are as a duo, I don't recommend trying to farm too long in the basements in the event that a team pushes. Furthermore, once you're done looting, you pretty much know that other duos will be within these 2 houses or within these now 3 houses. Either way, we'll have to see what modern becomes, but it wasn't very loot heavy anyway, with this side of the Pleasant being definitely much stronger in general. So by splitting your drop slightly, you can make sure to get this brick house and pretty much just control a larger area than otherwise, since you want to end your fights quickly in Pleasant based on how long it takes to fight and loot up and whatnot, because it's very possible that players will just sit on top of the houses and just do a AR crouch peek whenever you're trying to make a push, which can get pretty annoying and just wastes a lot of time in general. Conversely, another route you can do is focusing more on ballers, where you essentially try to land at either this wind turbine chest or you land at these ballers over here, so that you can loot this quickly and then get the baller spawn early and then push into Pleasant here, or if you want to just loot around surrounding areas. Unknown Army does this frequently during his World Cup final games, so it's definitely a viable strategy. As for the pros and cons, there's obviously max wood and max metal. You can also get max brick, but it's slower and you have to commit to one of the basements, either down here or down here. It's not a bad option since basements are pretty safe generally, however you just need to watch out for stinks, which are pretty effective in the basements, especially this one. I'll show a VOD of that in a second. You can also get pretty efficient metal just by the cars, or this gas station has a metal railing all around. And then there's 21 chests total, which is pretty decent. 2 vending machines, one over here and one over here. And then there's pretty much a very consistent way of rotating out, because you'll either get a baller over here, there's a couple quads here, a few drift boards, or even a rift. And then if all else fails, of course, this slipstream that's nearby. So one way or another, you'll have a rotation out. Thing is, there is only 2 quad spawns, and I personally don't prefer hoverboards, so those are the things that I would consider pretty much average about this spot. As for what's bad is the fact that there's no natural heals in the form of apples nor campfires anywhere here nor near, I suppose. And then also, players rotate from haunted and junk all the time, so since fights take a really long time to play out in Pleasant, it's possible that by the time you're done, you're just going to get third-partied by like a person landing at this outpost, or players, like the rotators I mentioned before. Also, the fact that loot can easily get split. For example, if someone lands at this house and then just works their way out, then they'll have a pretty free rotation out, and then you have 3 houses all of a sudden you don't have the loot for. Also, the fact that loot and mats just take a long time to farm in Pleasant, because like the cars are spread out and houses are spread out, so you just have a lot of walking around you need to do. For streamers who land in Pleasant, I know Benjyfishy does, as well as Unknown Army. The playstyle that's pretty prevalent here is just going to be ARs in the beginning, but mostly build fights, since it's really easy to get like max wood from furniture in the houses, or like the fences or hedges anywhere from near. Overall, Pleasant's only like a 7 out of 10, just because loot gets split so easily, as well as the fact that fights take so long to finish. So it seems a lot better than it actually is. So in this game, I just wanted to look at how Benjyfishy plays getting pushed, because one person landed doghouse, and then one player landed at this old tree house and is moving their way up north, obviously. So Benji hears dynamites, and so his decision to pretty much hide in this corridor is really smart. And then when grenades come, he knows if he just backs up into that, he won't get hit. So he does that. He sees that there was a ramp built that way, so he knows which way the person came from. Blocks his back off. You'll notice he doesn't want to fight because, like, look at his inventory. So he just loots through all this, and then just continues. So he sees that that person went this way, but he thinks that maybe this isn't looted because that wasn't broken. He realizes that it has been, but he gets a shotgun out of it, which is good. Blocks off that top and replaces it, as well as picks up a big potion. So here he's getting stunk from the other person. Actually threw the stinks really well. So Benjyfishy went inside the house, but he went out because he just heard footsteps, so he wanted to, like take the top of the house, of course. From here, he's just slowly entering, realizes that stink won't do anything, and then this second stink is really nice, because he knows he has to go back up through that path. And then these guys just do a sort of box fight in a second. Benjyfishy finds some bandages, so he's just healing up, trying to pop this med kit, just making sure everything around him is his. He doesn't need to do it for these back 2 walls because there's only like dirt on that side or whatever. So he places himself on a flat floor. This kind of indicates to the opponent that he's like getting ready to make a play though. So he's using minis to pressure this guy into not just holding a shotgun, and then you'll notice he baits with that mini to finish the kill, which was pretty clean. Well, that's pretty much it from me. If you enjoyed the video, then leave a like and subscribe. Thanks.